I'll make sure to die.
Final Fantasy XIV, wrapping up the final instances of Stormblood before Shadowbringers comes out. This is Orbonne Monastery, which is blind for myself, Hapax, and Flarewing. Matt has done it before. I probably should have waited for everyone to confirm on the Duty Finder before hitting start recording. Because one of the DPS is AFK.
It's one of the tanks. Tanks. Oh, look at me, I have an instant queue. I don't need to push the button.
What Amazon game do I want for $20?
People are saying time cards also work, so that's probably what I'll do.
I think Mario Maker comes out like the 29th. So that would qualify.
Yeah,
I think.
Need to grab that. Basically,
it said
mandatory.
It doesn't work for pre-orders though. Was
So
it said on the?
I have like 2 days to do it after it comes out. Then that's funny.
Does it have to be a video game thing?
Spend $19.99 or above on any video game and receive the Black Fat Chocobo mount for free. Asterisk. Asterisk. Offer not valid on pre-orders. Offer valid until 7/1/19.
So I can't get a bidet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll order someone a bidet.
I got a water pick recently. That's like a bidet.
Those are dope. It is a bidet for your teeth.
Nice.
For some reason, that's more palatable than saying a water pick for your butt.
Yeah, I was thinking about
everyone should have a water pick for their butt, though. 1985.
I don't care. The first two bosses are pretty straightforward. I might give myself a small hernia trying to explain the third one before we wipe too many times, but we do our best.
Oh, I skipped the cutscenes for this to unlock it. I didn't know Fran was here. I guess they're setting up for the Shadowbringers expansion with Viera. That's cool.
Oh, Fran! Cool.
Fran's here.
Look away.
So one of the joys of my life, actual joys, not sarcastic, is getting to experience how all of the new Final Fantasy fans that got into it through 15 are enjoying the... Oh my god, why'd I die?
I don't know. It's weird. They're enjoying the older games?
All the re-releases and stuff, probably.
Yeah, well, just like going back to the catalog and seeing what they latch onto. You know, like they're gonna be big fans of 4 or not, you know, or some other game. And one thing that they fucking adore is Fran.
Really?
Like, she's just amazing. And they're all, I guess it's because the 12 remake came out, so they're all, you know, it was sort of timed correctly, but
right.
Yeah, they all like Fran a ton. Althea and Fran.
Althea is pretty badass. He's basically Han Solo. You can't not like that.
They're the main characters of 12, I contend.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You think more so than Bosch?
Yeah, definitely Van and Pinello. Bosch is better.
I haven't played 12 in a long time, but I remember that they were like forced to add Vaughn because they needed to have a young teenage character and couldn't make a Final Fantasy about like a 30-year-old person.
Yeah, that's the story anyway. But apparently the HD remake is super good.
I still need to play it. I played 12 in a single burst. Like I took 3 days off of work and just played it nonstop, so I don't remember anything from it. There's one twist near the end of the game, but that's it.
It looks like they added a bunch of like Bravely Default quality of life. Like you can 4 times speed the whole game if you want, and just kind of grind.
It's interesting how many RPGs are doing that now, right? It's like they're just kind of admitting.
Yeah. It's a good compromise because some people love that shit, some people hate it. So,
no, I think it's great too. Mustadio, really? All right, one side of your body will only be protected by debuff.
There'll be a cutscene. He'll be like, "Yo, I'm gonna snipe you." You'll have a ring around you. You want to face the part of the ring that is open to him. The first time it'll be telegraphed. The second time it won't be so much. You won't know where he is as easily, so you'll have to pay attention.
So we want the open section of the debuff to face him?
You want the open section to face him.
Okay. Oh, they brought back all this music from Tactics. Yeah, I guess the boss of the very... I didn't realize this when I streamed it or recorded it, but the boss of the very first 24-man is Agarius, the asshole guy from Final Fantasy Tactics, who is all anti-commoners, pro-nobility. He had a different name in the Japanese version that they went with for this game, so I didn't recognize it.
I like that he uses right handgun and left handgun and not starboard handgun and larboard handgun.
Oh. Both words.
Koji Fox is a goof.
So he makes ads, and the ads make shit on the floor. Like that. Try not to get hit by it.
That's a cool targeting move. And he's got some of his moves from FF Tactics with arm shot. That's cool. Analysis. Back unseen. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Can't move.
You face the open part at him. That's awesome. Little cutscene. Man, they're getting really good at this game.
If they made a savage version of this, he would just jump up 360 and no-scope you. There'd be no...
Oh! Got sniped.
Yeah, it is.
So it's interesting, we want to face the gap at him. I'd expect it to be the opposite. I guess maybe they're saying that the part that's glowing is the part that is the gap in our defenses. That's such a cool mechanic, though.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, Pax, I noticed you were in chat earlier during Baba Is You. Did you beat that game, or are you just playing a lot of it?
No, I played a bunch of it. I was out of town last week, so I played a bunch before that. Whenever I popped into chat, I had done that part of it, but I don't know how far you got.
Not very far. Saying everyone should play Baba Is You. It's delightful.
It's interesting that you're playing it concurrently with Talos Principle, because those are sort of the last two puzzle games that I played, and I'm curious what you think. To me, in Talos Principle, I always knew what I was supposed to do. Like that kind of puzzle, I always felt like there was a solution, but the hard ones were
struggled to execute it.
Yeah, well, not necessarily a Portal struggle, but that was more often the problem than in Baba Is You, which of course has no execution. But when I get to a tough one in that one, I think there is no way to solve this. It is literally impossible.
This is unsolvable.
And it's broken.
This game is bugged.
20 minutes later, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Do you ever play The Witness? The Witness has a lot of puzzles like that. Like, this can't be done.
No, that's the other one, like, big puzzle of when I gotta catch up on.
Yeah, it's good to play The Witness. I recommend it. I think Baba Is You is a better game than The Witness. Shit, how do we know when where these guys are going to spawn on the edges?
They're on the side of the map.
They spawn on the edge of the map and they
them.
charge up, and you have to pay attention to where they
You have to
are.
be watching the edge the whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's another...
When you cast these different things like this, see how he's picking which ones he's rezzing, essentially.
Oh, okay, that's what those tethers are. Gotcha. That's cool. Yeah, and then you were going to say, hey, Pax, that it does that flashing thing to say you should have noticed this before.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's you should have already done this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep failing the right and left handgun because I have a bad habit when I play ranged of not paying attention to that stuff. It's one of those things on melee, it's kind of automatic, but on ranged, I just get in the Zen casting mode.
I'm on 4 stacks of vulns, so I'm doing real bad. I get hit by those robots every time. I gotta watch them better.
Okay, you gotta pay attention to where he is. It's not gonna cutscene you.
Okay.
He's
Clever. Such a cool attack.
Okay, so we're not fucking up. It hits everybody a bunch. It just
really hard.
I think it kills you if you don't have the gap facing him. So that time nobody died, or one person died.
I don't think I did it right, but I accidentally did it right. What was the mechanic there? You're like facing away from him?
There's a gap in the circle. Kind of like, if you were an enemy in this game and the enemies had echo on you, where your butt would be, right? You want to face your echo butt to his face.
Face your echo butt.
But it's not your character face. Like that's what's confusing is you move your character until the icon around you is right.
Right, because like I had it on the right side of my character before, so I had to face awkwardly to get it to point. It's a really neat mechanic, though. I dig it. Alright, maintenance, so 2 up here. I think I get it now. And they get up and do their thing almost immediately after his tether cast ends, right?
Oh god.
My honest strategy for that part is just follow the masses.
Yeah.
The
best mechanic.
It's doing it again. Oh, I see. This one doesn't have very many gaps, does it? Interested to see how they do these Yoko Taro Nier Automata raids and Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Are they doing Nier?
Yeah, Nier
crossover?
Automata.
Oh, cool.
Did I tell you about that like months ago?
You might have. I don't know.
They actually have
Yes,
Yoko Taro helping with it.
I guess I did know that. I confused it. That's still one of the speculative Smash includes is 2B. So
Oh,
I might have forgotten I think it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, right.
But it's along the Bayonetta lines, right? So people are like, oh, it could do it.
Guess you could clean her up a little bit. Well, as long as the final level of the Shadowbringers raid is just the credits for Final Fantasy XIV, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I
They
couldn't
did a really
decide
cool
whether
thing.
I liked or hated that game until the end of it, and then I loved it completely at the very end.
Yeah.
There you go. I
You
see.
see your echo butt to him.
I'm facing away. Yeah.
Got it. Figured it out. I know I got it. Can't hit me.
Stadio has positionals, and we're trying to fail them.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
Heal check. And he immediately does a raid damage after that, doesn't he? What a dick.
Yeah, dick.
Oh, my frog, it's you. Yeah, ninja.
Oh my god, I get hit by this thing every time.
You're always just standing in the place.
I'm just trying to heal her, let me get away from the boss, and then it's the wrong away.
I heard in Shadowbringers they're going to rework his entire kit. Because he's a machinist. Okay,
Oh,
bad
yeah.
joke. This is the first time I've done this where my alliance didn't have like 17 red mages, so I'm betting that no red mage gear will drop.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, are we fighting Agrias again? Okay, interesting. He's the
Man, I
guy
gotta
that used
play
the
tactics.
masks. He had the Simon Says mechanic in the first raid.
She'll have a duty action. That'll be easier to explain when we get into her thing in a second.
Oh wait, no, Agrias is the chick. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
She defends you. She's in the very first mission.
She's your holy paladin teammate. That has a cool sword attack that like comes out of the
Oh
ground.
yeah, her graphic looks really cool. Model.
which I think paladins are getting an ability that looks just like her attack in Shadowbringers.
That's cool. I'm trying to remember the actual name of the guy I'm thinking of, the boss from the first raid. She'll cast Divine Judgment and Divine Retribution, stand in the big yellow circle, face her, and use the shield duty action when she casts them.
Yep.
When adds phase happens, a shield knight first, and any shields it spawns.
And there's also a mechanic where there's another duty action where you like pick up a sword and you use it to free people who get jailed, basically.
Okay.
In this one?
In this one.
Cool.
I believe this is the only fight that has duty actions.
That's really neat, though. I'm on board. Why did they post the markers, ABC?
There's 3 ads.
Okay. For each
We are
alliance
A.
to grab one.
Yes.
Yeah, they're really going hard on the tactics nostalgia with this one. There's a little bit of it in the other two. There's more 12 in a lot of
Cast it
cases.
and face her. They have a shield.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
Yeah, our orchestrion is filled with this music. So
Yeah.
we have a. I almost spent $3 on the Papaya song. I don't know if you guys have heard the Papaya song, but if you did, you probably would never want to hear it again. Which is why I almost spent $3 on it for our orchestrion, but I didn't. So you're welcome.
Appreciate that.
I'm so crap at Tenchi Jin. Always waste it.
Cleansing. Oh yeah, she's got all her abilities. That's awesome.
This is cool.
Eh,
That
What's this
icon looks like Tactics.
I know, right? It looks like they pulled it right out of Tactics.
That's awesome.
That sword effect.
Yeah.
So cool. This is great. I really like
Okay,
the.
so now we pick up a sword.
Pick up sword.
Pick up a sword.
Okay.
Some people are gonna get jailed, and there's gonna be a bunch of AoEs on the ground. Free the jailed people before the AoEs go off.
By using the sword.
Smash them
Oh,
with the
that's
sword.
really neat.
Smash them with the sword like it was a like button, man.
Oh man, that is extremely
And then
my
just get out the
shit.
AoEs.
I love the animations for it too. Having the espers from 12 in the first one was pretty neat, but I feel like I remember tactics better, so.
Oh god.
Oh shit, that was an attack. How are you supposed to avoid that?
I wasn't paying attention what got us. It might have just been a cleave, I think.
We got hit
Looked like
twice
it.
with something.
Oh, maybe the tank was pointing it at people?
Whatever it was, I had just done my red mage dash in attack,
Keep
so I
facing the same way. Yeah. We got cleaved.
It sounds like it was the tank faced you guys.
and I had dashed into my death as a good red mage does.
Get a
They're
shield.
fixing in Shadowbringers. You can't backflip off stuff anymore. As a red mage, part of your DPS rotation is kill yourself on some fights.
I'll be so glad when
Just-
TP's gone.
You know, as a
Well,
dragoon, I'm
natural
used to it. But,
damage.
you know, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Hey, Grax. Flare wing. Got some gear.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
to your ad. A.
Got 390.
I think they
Come on,
want you
dude.
to. So everyone, you got to grab your thing, but kill the shield knight first. So you got to grab our ad, but then we got to.
Yeah, and kill the emblazoned shield, or the shield knight. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it now.
We don't have a level 3 in this movie. This is probably just light. there's one more mechanic after this part where one alliance gets like teleported and the other two have to repeat the sword freeing thing. And so, depending on if they get teleported or not, I'll worry about explaining it. But it's essentially you grab. If you do, it's just the swords. You pick up swords and kill shit. But otherwise, we've seen everything she does. I'm pretty sure.
So the shield duty action. Does my character face her and I push the button, or am I doing something wrong?
You face her with the shield and push the button, and then don't move. So you can wait till the cast is almost done to do it if you're trying to like squeeze some cast out beforehand. But
maybe I moved or something. I'm not sure what happened at last.
Guess we're playing it late enough that people are impatient, but that's okay. Wait for healers to queue in.
I mean, it's still good catch-up gear. Depending on class, I think the gear you buy with Genesis is generally better, but both are 390i level, so for most people, that's basically the same, right? Like, you can upgrade the other gear to 400, but again, who cares? At this point, who cares? If you do have any Genesis, though, you should spend it before Shadowbringers comes out, because it gets converted to Poetics, and the conversion rate is not in your favor. Okay. But you will be able to buy catch-up gear with Poetics.
Stand still when you use the shield. Take no action, otherwise it cancels the shield. Someone said it's helpful.
See, now I'm annoyed when someone starts a timer for 10 seconds and then just runs, because it matters to Ninja. And I forgot.
Well, I think someone rolled the timer and then the other person got impatient and pulled.
Yeah,
Thunder Slashes and Big Tank Buster cleave in front of them. So I guess if you see it, if the tank has moved her, don't be in front of her.
That's what wiped his set. That looked
yeah. The tank spun her at us. Heavenly Shield.
You don't have to stay in the circle, is what the person was saying before.
Yeah, just press it and then don't move or press any other abilities. Make sure you're facing her.
Okay.
That's pretty good. This is a pretty great fight. Digging it.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Circus Tower for leveling purposes, and this is...
Oh, it's so much better, right?
Yeah,
they've really nailed how to do 24 mans. It is in no way worth their effort to go back and clean up the early game, but... Cleansing Strike. I wasn't targeted with this before. It locks you in place when it happens.
Mm-hmm. This is the teleport that we didn't get hit with last time. So pick up a sword.
Okay.
We want to kill shit with the swords.
Just the swords, not regular real attacks, right?
I guess you can. I don't know why you would.
Sword!
Okay. We gotta be better about using the sword.
The sword does 572,000 damage. My normal attacks don't. So...
Mind you, Scholars...
That's why they had to nerf you.
You have to target them, though.
I think you just want to kill the ones with shields around them first. Sorry.
Oh, right, because those ones can't be killed. I was having the same problem.
I knew there was something else forgetting. It's okay, we'll be fine. Yeah, the other people, if you don't get teleported, it's the whole half the people get jailed, the other half get swords. And
is it maybe that only you have to use real abilities on the ones without shields? Because the ones without shields didn't seem to take any damage.
I think you kill the shields first, and you should be able to sword the other one down. But I don't know, maybe I don't have that part fully understood.
I will get a shield on your face. And then don't move.
Shit, I'm not going to get in time.
Ooh, I barely made it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Got whacked by raid damage. Okay.
So yeah, grab your thing and then let's all kill the Shield Knight.
Try to just keep him over here. So swords appear again, does that matter?
Ah!
Don't think so.
I don't know if I can avoid
Maybe.
that mortal blow.
Heavenly judgment.
Nice. Thanks. I just had a shitload of Vuln stacks. Fucking other things up.
We got a bunch during that transport phase. I had like 6 as well.
Mm-hmm. Raid damage.
Also, the tank is facing not the standard.
Yeah,
So
look
pay
out.
attention.
Oh, thanks for the.
Thunder Slash is about to kill some folks. Looks like they got out of the way in time.
Thanks for running right on top of me the whole way, dude.
Don't you love when people do that?
Yeah.
So those people are going to get teleported. We're not.
Gotcha.
Pick up the sword. Free our buddies. My short Lalafell legs can't make it to people in time.
Raid damage.
How come you don't have a chain stratagem macro, Pat?
I just push mine. What's this macro doing?
Letting people know that, I don't know, this guy's putting a buff on and we don't...
It's like 15 seconds of more crits or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really good. We're not getting it in the next expansion, so. Boo-hoo.
that's a bummer.
Oh, they took that away from you?
God, he's
Yeah.
facing everyone again.
God, what a fucking horrible tank. Sorry for being so mean about it.
Ugh. Raid damage. Oh, double
So
time.
good was saved.
Judgment Blade. Get your shield thing. Shit. Got a controller shield. Fix it. What's this, a stack? No, it was earlier. My bad. God, I'm having an issue right now where my character's constantly listing to the left and I can't figure out what's causing it.
Oh no.
Looks like I'm able to do the shield thing if I press the shield right as her bar finishes.
Hard mode.
Yeah. Let's... Guess I'll try alt-tabbing out after the fight.
Is sounds like the neutral of the stick is messed up.
No, it was actually had to do with my mouse. I have this thing called Input Director that lets me control the same mouse and keyboard across multiple machines, and I had moved it slightly off the monitor.
Man, all the tank gear is dropping.
Well, today's my day. I need it
healer
too.
deal.
Not that any of it matters. Like the first boar in Shadowbringers is gonna drop something better.
390 should get you probably to like level 72.
No.
So, I mean, it's not bad to have, but the first dungeon will probably outclass it for sure.
I wonder if there's going to be a big armor jump like there was in Stormblood. There was a level where
if you don't have
doubled your armor.
If you don't have a 400 weapon, you can trade 1 token from each one of these raids in, plus some Genesis to upgrade the 390 weapon you get from other stuff. Something to consider. I can't remember the exact things. I'll look it up later if people are curious.
This is just a trash pull, it looks like.
Yep. The one mechanic in this is training us for the next fight. At one point, there will be circles with a number in them, and that many people need to stand in said circle. I don't think they need to stay in the circle in this case.
Oh man, this is always a hard one for people to figure out.
At least you don't have to do math.
Yeah.
Is it exactly that many people, or that many people or more?
I mean, that many people or more have to stand and stay in it,
or more.
just walk through it. It's not. So, like, the circle I'm currently in needs 3 other people.
I see.
I gotcha. Oh, and you just step in them; they don't have to stay in there.
Stand on the circle.
Yeah.
Got it. You tag it.
Tag
Tap
it.
it.
I see.
That is probably the simplest mechanic of the next fight.
Oh man.
Roberto!
Well,
I remember the name of this track. One of them in the Tactics soundtrack is called like Bloody Excrement or something. It sounds like this. It's either this or Apoplexy.
ceaseless discharge.
Ceaseless to It looks like you have to be standing on it long enough to be joined by 2 other people, but then you can move on.
Yeah, once it has the
Oh,
number.
you cap it.
Yeah, you can't just pop in there. Yeah.
I was just running through them like little Alf. No, I'm helping.
God, Ninja is so fun. Why are anybody else playing any other melee DPS? I say after having not played it for 3 expansions.
Is Ninja the... So, like, what does it degenerate to? Is it lots of off GCD management? Because I've heard that, like, you can struggle to play it if your ping is bad.
Yes, and that's part of why it's good for me now. Is I've got a lot better ping. It's got a regular 2-3-4. It's got an offshoot 2-3-4 that applies a dot. You've got to keep up a speed buff with 1 instead of 3 cast ninjutsu. You've got to keep up a buff for the raid trick attack that decreases 10% for the whole raid. Every time it comes up with a second 3-button ninjutsu, you've got to put down a dot with a long tick for the ninjutsu. You've got a separate Ninki gauge I didn't even mention. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on.
Okay, we're coming over to A.
What? Thunder God Sid?
Okay, yeah, he's a Pinius. So this spot right here, this is our friendly new spot. This thing to the left is where all the bad goes, is the short of it. So he has 3 swords you can see. He has an attack TG Holy Sword that 3 different attacks share the same cast. It'll say TG Holy Sword, and then he'll hold his swords in certain positions. If the tip of the sword is facing one of the circles, don't be in that circle. He's about to ram-a-slam-a jam it really hard. If he holds them straight up, you want to be in his hitbox, like here. And if he holds them horizontal, but like not pointing to anything, then you want to go back here. In either of the circles, doesn't matter which, but you want to be, see where I'm jumping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's
So
kind
then-
of closer away.
Yeah, I'll try to call him out, since I know this fast. the big thing that'll kill us, because one person can screw it up for the whole team. He'll put, I'm going to say no. He'll put a big red circle on someone that costs a big AoE. If you get that big red circle, you come over to the left. The left is kind of the canonically agreed, this is where each team's going to dump their shit, and so the other team doesn't stack it.
Okay.
So there'll be a big marker on you with a circle around you. Eventually, then he'll put another marker on you that's not a big circle, but what that one does is it keeps casting on your character. So if you get that one, you run around with it on you, trying to avoid it. The rest I'll try to call out as we do it, I guess, because I don't have any more time.
All right, thanks, dude.
That's fucking dope that they made Sid a badass boss. Doom?
Yeah, you gotta heal us through it.
Oh, as soon as it? Okay.
No, I don't think it was, unless the white mage just tuned all of us. I think it was.
Don't be in the ones that he's pointing to.
Okay. You want to scoot over to the right a bit.
Oh, okay, so the middle does not
TG
count.
Holy Sword. Same here.
You want to be in his hitbox.
In his hitbox, inside the big purple circle? Okay, I see.
This guy has no positionals, so your things always count when it's like this, but you want to be in his hitbox. This
Someone's
is the
got a big
thing,
red
if you see
circle.
I have it, don't be in this, I'm taking it away from us.
Got it.
I probably could have came out of it, but I wanted to make sure it was...
Yeah.
He's doing Crush Helm on me. Ow.
So there's one mechanic that's kind of confusing. This one you want to be...
so don't be in the circles.
Don't be in the ones that he's pointing to. Yeah. Eventually he'll put one of the... This is the... Be far away. Come to where my dead body is.
Far away.
Eventually he'll put the tether thing on people that usually tanks want to grab. In this case, anyone but a tank wants to grab it and get a stack, because it's a giant physical debuff, and if the tanks pick it up...
Yeah, because he was hitting me. He had crush
crazy.
armor on me and put like 5 stacks of physical debuff. Dustblade.
We need people in the circles. This is the training. We need 3 per each.
Right one's done.
Gotcha.
Sorry if I keep shouting over people.
No,
You're good. We need it.
Yep.
It sounds like this one gives people trouble, like Ozma.
Yeah.
This is the hard one.
Crush weapon.
So that one, that's the one that someone had a marker above them, and you want to take it away from people to keep running. I'm gonna try
they needed to keep going, and they ran through us, basically.
Yeah, he ran it through us. Sweet. Dead for the ads phase.
So each group has to pick up an ad, and we need to kill it before he. I don't have enough mana to raise. That's why I'm like, why can't I? Let's see if I can't get some.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna die over here.
I have enough to pick up one person, I think.
I accept your gift.
I'll get the other guy.
Let me see. There's a circle, and then there's room to move into it.
Just made it.
What is Divine Ruination?
It's just targeted. He targeted me with it, I think.
I think if he targets you, you just want to come. You want to just bring it to the edge.
It was
Generally.
a line AoE thing.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
you
forget
get
which
rid of
is
the
which.
edge. No, I think you're right.
Get to the edge of the
Pointed.
circle, then pop into the donut. Yeah. This is a really cool fight. I'm glad they picked Sid for this, too. About to die. Sid's the character, you recruit him in Final Fantasy Tactics and the game becomes trivial.
Yeah.
Swordplay is the name of the move, too. That's cool.
So yeah, if you get either of the big AoE markers on your head, you want to go to the circle on the left. One of them has the ring on it, and that's the one that I brought over and then didn't leave fast enough to not get killed to it, but at least I didn't kill the whole group. And the other one is, I think, more of a circle-looking thing, and that one you just kind of want to run around in a circle in that other circle because it's going to keep targeting you.
Ring and circle. Okay.
There's another mechanic eventually with like some ice that heat will form that we essentially just have to kill like a big ice ball. I think that's most everything.
This might be my favorite of the raids from this one. I really liked Ozma and Heavensward, but it's cool that they've got all these like party members from Tactics.
Yeah.
They're more memorable than the bosses, I feel like. The one you need to place at the edges is enormous. The one you need to run for is smaller. I think I saw it. It looked like a little red target icon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a problem because one person can fuck it up for everybody.
Pretty much. You can wipe the whole alliance if you touch your no-no circles.
What was Hollowed Bolt? I missed that ability. So it's like a Grias.
I don't remember the ability name without seeing it.
I thought she did an attack, or he did an attack where he like made a circle donut AoE around him, and then made a wider AoE in the distance. So you had to like stand in the distance for the donut to end, and then you had to go inside of it. Okay,
So
don't
he's
stand in
planning-
those circles. Move over.
You can be in between the circles. This middle spot that we all stack in is mostly a safe spot.
I don't think it is. I think you just got hit by it. And stand
Okay.
in his hitbox.
Yes, in the hitbox.
Gotcha. Got it.
That's
this
the big
is- That person's
Berzuko
gonna
needs to
go.
take it away from us, but we should just assume that they're going to fuck up and move to the right a little bit.
Yeah. And that leaves like a big red orb of death.
Yes, if those touch, it's very bad. That's why each team needs to, one, not have it on their group, but also not have them
Okay,
touch
Tank
each other.
Buster on me.
Oh, I see they grow. I see.
Yeah,
Yep.
it gives me 4 stacks of physical vuln, and then it does Crush Helm.
Ah,
It's like warning me to use an ability.
We
Just
want to
get
be
away, run
away from
away.
him.
Looks like he does it the same order.
This is the
Dustblade.
3 people.
Oh yeah, 3. 2 more on the right. Okay, I think we got it. And if the order is the same, someone's gonna get the red target soon. Or you have to get to the left and then run in a circle. Crush weapon, yeah. Someone's got it. They gotta move.
Got it.
Looks like they
I'm
got
gonna
it.
move.
okay, there's
Got
a red.
it.
It's really close.
Okay, just keep looping in a circle over there.
Oh, that's really delayed, actually.
Yeah, the
Are you safe if
Yeah.
you just keep moving constantly, or do you have to actually watch for anything?
It drops into place, and then you got to kind of wait on it, and then you got to kind of move.
I see.
'Cause I kind of ran back into it because I thought it was still following me. No big deal.
Mhm.
Obvious after one try.
Yeah, a lot of these mechanics you can explain it, but you kind of need to see it. Right,
Yeah,
so
that
I
was
think
a lot
this
better.
is circle. Yeah, so stay outside the circle, wait for it to detonate, and then move back inside of it, and then stack. Oh, and that magic vuln can be as. It looks like you got it. Okay. Oh, I see. Hallowed Bolt targets a
Hallowed
player. Gotcha. So we want to stay on the inside of this circle and then move out. Very cool. Find Ruinations targeting someone. I think it's just don't be near people.
Frog, yeah.
We're the worst alliance.
Oh.
You got those two samurais. They should be bringing the big DPS, man.
I don't know.
It's because I'm not on Dragoon.
Cool. That's awesome that it throws you back. This is a really cool fight, and I'm way on board with it. Holy Sword, don't stand in those circles.
Show me your moves.
He might do the stand in his hitbox one soon. Nope, run away from him. That person's got to go.
Let's get away from them. They're not going to do it.
Yeah. Ow. Get close into the hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stand in those circles.
Oh god, he's gonna take the res and die! He made it.
Nice. Cleansing Strike.
No, this is the heal.
That's just yeah.
Heal check. I think it's a doom that goes away when everyone's topped off, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh my god.
So I have crushed armor. I'm going to take a stack or two of it, then someone's going to need to grab it off me. Otherwise, I'm going to bring it into the group.
Okay. So everybody needs to go grab that except me.
Everyone should trade except for you.
Try to get some stacks
Usually
off
the
that
deeps.
tether if you guys can.
And grab it back.
That's
off
interesting because
this
they've been setting me up. I've exclusively been targeted by Crush Armor up till now, and I'm like barely surviving Crush Helm. So now they're telling you, okay, if that happens to you now, you're gonna die.
I was trying to think.
I'll go
Okay,
left.
you need to take those away from people.
Okay.
Okay.
Crush Helm about to get wrecked.
I was trying to think of a fight where the tank doesn't grab the tether, and I couldn't.
That's kind of cool. I like it. Alright,
Sid is a
circles,
brilliant
3 in each.
He's the first person to figure out
circles.
a
One
target.
more. One more over here.
Okay, got it.
You got it.
Crush
So
accessory.
this is the ice.
Close.
Oh shit. So you gotta run back. Just gives you a vuln stack, it looks like. And then you don't want to stand in the frostbite, or...
No, you don't. But we need to kill that thing, so I'm gonna run to get.
Oh, that thing over there, I see.
Oh.
Shit, we're dead. Who gets the burst off, we all die, or we all have a bad time? We all die.
Yeah. It's okay.
Hey,
the healer quick break,
level 3
so
LB, good job.
there's no reason he's a
Okay.
deep to break on this guy. So
Oh, don't stand in those circles. So does the add always to the left of us?
I couldn't remember. Maybe it is.
Okay.
I've only done this fight like 3 times now. So
Get away. Get away.
yeah, we gotta kill it. So sometimes you have to run through the icky to get to it. I just didn't do it fast enough myself.
Crush weapon. That person's got to go. Get away from them. They're going
they went
right.
to the
Come to the
right.
left.
As long as they
I'm
pick
about to
one,
get
it's fine.
wrecked.
It's just usually pick things left. Inside.
Let's get in the hitbox.
Outside.
Cleansing Strike. Doom. I'm not quite topped off. There we go, thanks. Pressure armor, people have to take those stacks.
I'm gonna take it off this guy for a little bit.
Okay.
Someone wants to take it off me now. Thank you. I still have 13 seconds, so someone else probably needs to grab it off them.
Shadow Blade, get him away.
Us.
Get to the... Oh shit, they're not big. Just stay between the big circles.
Kill him!
I'm about to have a bad day.
Got him.
Go team. That's so cool that they picked Sid for such a crazy fight.
We haven't fought Ultima yet, have we?
Nope, that's probably how we're gonna wrap it. I think TG Sid is the penultimate one, is correct though. The way they've been setting this
Yeah,
up.
I got him though.
Nice.
Oh.
The first half of this fight is basically don't stand in the bad. Eventually, she'll spawn other bosses from the previous raids, and they will spawn their bad, which you don't want to stand in as well. Like the water bad, or like the guy who forms towers and then tries to drop them on you. And the clock guy, the one where the fire, where it's like you got to stand in the slow clock while the fast one blows up, and then switch spots. That's the short of it for the first part. During the second part, there'll be one or two other mechanics that I'll tell you when we get there, but this fight's pretty easy.
Okay.
Comparatively.
Sid is the hard one.
Uh-huh.
It was the same with whichever that Heavensward raid was, where Ozma was the hard one, and then the final one was trivial. Oh, she does Grand Cross? Nice. Yeah, Ultima, the High Seraph. Awesome.
Sweet.
This isn't really how I pictured Ultima in Final Fantasy Tactics, but I dig it. Alright, let me read this real quick. Grand Cross will drop pillars which explode into cross without AoE. You gotta look at them to understand when they're gonna hit. In the second phase, will appear some triangle marks on the floor. They go in a path. You gotta follow them and stand in them to stop AoEs from dropping on the party. She uses a march thing. I think we've got that a couple times in previous fights. Oh, which makes the Grand Crosses move.
Yeah. Basically, you want to stand in the bad, and then she'll teleport the bad out of you.
I see.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's not until the second phase, I don't think. Why I wasn't.
Not even a countdown. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Holy 4. Don't stand in the bad.
Oh, crap.
There's no like ads or anything in this one, right?
I mean, she spawns the other bosses, but you can't do anything to them, so.
Let me see. Grand Cross. Okay, So I see she's spawning a pillar over there. Auracite shards. And do they like do damage in the direction that the crystals are facing or something?
Oh, it's like cardinal out from them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Because they mentioned that there's no ground indicator for it.
Yeah, it just makes a cross based on the icicle pattern.
yeah.
Demi Aquarius is probably going to spawn water guy.
This motherfucker.
Yeah. That's cool.
Get him, frog.
What is the frog thing? Is that ninja?
It's a ninja.
Yeah.
Ninja also
caught
gets
up
the Mugu Mugu thing when when you fuck up your ninjutsu, right?
Yeah, it's a little cooler than that.
I gotta catch up on my Naruto, I guess.
Yeah, it's Jiraiya's frog. That's basically what it is. The old
Just
frog
do a
stage.
fast clock and then go to a slow clock, then a fast. I messed it up.
Slow then fast, because the slow is going to trigger. Got it. Okay. Demi Leo. Like, I don't think the names of the Zodiac bosses have Zodiac in them.
Oh, the pillars fall in a certain direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to kind of
Be
watch
in
the
it.
telegraph. They don't have a marker on the ground.
I remember that.
Awesome. I wonder if the player base gets like progressively more competent with ongoing expansions because they don't give you any catch-up mechanics to skip this content. I guess you don't have to do 24-man raids, but like the MSQ stuff gets pretty hard after a while.
That fight you do in the Azim step for the main story, I failed that once or twice.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. The chick who keeps getting back up, and then you have to play as each Tilda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Death awaits you. Let's be in the slow one first. And then move into the fast one.
And watch out for pillars. Doritos
What's
stack,
with
I
the
believe, is
triangle?
the
Doritos stack.
Doritos stack is, I believe, the nomenclature people use.
Get on the right, the other side of his arm, but at a bad time.
Didn't work out
Ouch.
well.
That's a good hint this guy gave us.
All the healers are dead.
Survive.
Red mage to the day? No.
I messed up the floor.
Aw.
I don't know what it is. Like I was saying earlier, when I'm on melee, I pay much better attention to the ground mechanics than I do when I'm
Hey,
a
good
caster.
morning. I like the music change here, that's nice.
Ah!
I'll see you guys later. Fell through the ground.
I might be in range now. Res.
Attacker! Attacker!
Jeez, put your face in our bubble here? Jesus.
Yeah,
In
our
2019?
buddies need help.
Heal DPS and Samurai.
Oh, all the alliances are in here. It's fine.
I'm rezzing slowly.
Our buddies need help.
Yeah, like we fought them another.
Get him, Ramza.
Cool. Hey, this thing.
So this is the part where the AoEs move, and there's also some like angel thingies that she'll spawn that there'll be markers on the ground that you kind of have to like intercept and stand in the markers they're going to drop into. If that makes sense. You'll see.
Virgo.
Yeah, stand in the bed.
Stand in that?
Stand in the bed.
I guess it looks
I
like
see.
the similar.
It shifts.
Gotcha. This is a similar color to what Kefka has.
Yeah.
These are the grand crosses that are going to move.
So if you stand
go east.
where one will hit you, you should be fine.
I think so. You can tell when it says Eastward March where it's going to end up, it looks like.
Ah, I see. Also, you
It
have
looks like if you
time.
follow the crowd, it will work.
Okay, see those little spots with the arrows? People need to stand where those arrows are going.
And follow them.
Yeah, that's where you
It's
only need
cool.
one person per thing, but yeah,
Gotcha.
those like angel demony thingies come down and hurt. You know,
She is
intercept
fucking
them.
gnarly looking. I'm just looking at her character model.
Yeah.
She does not look friendly.
Frog.
Oh my god, this.
Ran right with you.
Yeah, I go left, they go left with me. I go right, they go right with me. And I'm trying to get away from you.
Somebody made a video game mechanic out of like awkwardly passing somebody in a hallway.
Oh,
Just
shit.
stand in this? Oh no, don't stand in this.
Have to run back through the maze.
Oh god, that's cool. Westward
Shit.
March.
Coming from behind us.
Shit, I got to the end. My bad. This is a cool fight too. And you get your actions back when you get into her little tip box, I see.
Take the thing away from us, whoever has it. Oh my god.
Oh, it's me. I'm going.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna get targeted by something like that.
Got this.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it. Westward March.
Newt.
See, denizens of Anubis stand in the bad, right?
I think
Denizens of the
Abyss.
Blackest Night. Or the Abyss, one of those.
Oh my god! Don't follow the healer with the red thing.
Some people's kids, man. Stand in the bad.
Damn.
Do I have to eat these tethers?
Nope, that was a
That was not a stand in the
That was
bed.
not a standard.
Okay.
It doesn't have a march come up after it. You don't.
Oh, March is the clue. Okay, I thought it was the different color of AoE on the ground. Gotcha. There's arrow things now.
I was gonna help raise people, but yeah, the boss is almost dead, so fuck it.
We did it!
Roll first.
Or bone to pick.
Or bone to pick. Oh, man. Mr. Koji Fox gets paid to write bad puns and use obscure nautical terms.
No one roll higher than a 54 on the wrongs, please. Thank you.
That was pretty awesome. I like that very much.
Yeah.
It felt like the first two were a mix of tactics and 12, and this one is all tactics.
No one roll higher than 1 on the card, please. Need 87. Give me that.
No.
93.
Ah.
You got that Ramza!
I did. Little baby Ramza.
Axe.
Cool. Here, I'll split the VOD there. Thanks, guys. That was fun.